Hey out there in Slot Car Land, how's everybody doing this week? As you can see, we're back a little early. It's Sunday. We actually got back on Thursday afternoon from our trip. We decided to come home a little early. So we got home on Thursday, and I just kind of been hanging out around the house doing some things that need to be done before we got to the video stuff. So shooting it a little earlier than I anticipated, so hopefully we'll get this done. I'm not sure if this will be up tonight or tomorrow, but you guys will see it when it gets up, so that's the most important thing. Today we're going to be going back and doing some work on the layout. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fix this wall right here. As you can see, it's in 3 pieces. As you can see, it's starting to come out from the connection to the track there. We're going to make it fit better, and we're going to make it look more constant. We're going to use these pieces to make the new wall, and we're going to make it a little more consistent with what the wall looks like on this side. And eventually I need to repaint that piece right there as well to make it match the rest of this wall. But that's what we're going to start on. But there's a couple other things that I want to do. I want to fix this wall. I want to dress this wall up a little more, make this look a little better. We want to redo the entrances here on both sides. So you can see this is coming apart here, so we definitely need to redo this. And then one other thing I want to do for you guys didn't really get to see this be built. I built this before I started the YouTube channel. This took a long time to do. This was hand-built, hand-constructed, no instructions, no nothing. And I want to build a new area for the yacht yard here, for the harbor. I want to build a new house here to go right here. Something a little more modern, something a little nicer. And I want to take you guys through that and show you guys how to do that. We're probably not going to do this all back to back to back. But that is some of the scenery work that I want to do. Some people have made suggestions on how to do trees, that sort of stuff. I have never done my own trees. I've always bought them already done, so I've never really done that before. And to me, that's just the easier way, is just to buy them, especially on something like this. It's just easier to buy your own trees and just put them in, especially if you're doing a layout like this. You don't want a ton of trees because you don't want to have to reach over them to marshal a car or anything. That's why most of the big trees on this layout are on the inside of the racetrack, where they're not going to be a hazard, like these down here that are totally away from the racetrack. This one over here that's kind of totally away from the racetrack, that they're not really in the way of corner working. You still want to make your layout corner worker friendly, but still have great scenery. So that's what we're going to start today. And some of the things you're going to need for doing this is Plastistruct, or another one that's called Evergreen Scale Models Plastic Styrene. This is what the Plastistruct packaging looks like. As you can see, this is concrete block. I've got one that is what they call, is this fieldstone? I think they call this, they call it dressed stone block. And then the other one I have is, okay, so this is the one they call fieldstone. Now, as you can see, these are not HO scale. These are actually O scale. You can get this in HO, but all the ones that I've used on the layout are O scale. And the reason why I did that was because they stand out more to me. The HO stuff is really small, more fit for trains, and I went to O because slot cars are slightly bigger than HO scale. So I went with a slightly bigger stonework pieces to kind of offset that, to make it more look real. This is what the Evergreen Scale Model stuff looks like. This is their packaging. You can find this stuff at any train store. You can also find most hobby towns carry it. And you can also, I believe you can also order it from Hobbytown online as well. They have plastic styrene sheets. They've got this stuff. This stuff comes in varying sizes. This is 0.5 millimeter thick. You can get it thinner, you can get it thicker. I like to use the 0.5 because it's flexible, but it's still pretty thick. You can also get plastic strips in different sizes, tubing in different sizes. Oh, here we go. Tubing in different sizes. So it just all depends on what you're doing, what you need it for, what it's going for. Most of my stuff on the track is done with 5 millimeter. The building was done with 5 millimeter. The walls are all done with 5 millimeter. To go to the slightly thicker one, which I do have, the next thickness up, which I should have got that out. You can also get it in clear. The next thickness up that I have, and I bought this, dang it, where the heck is it? Should have got this out before I started this whole thing. Is 0.75 millimeter, and it's thicker, but it's not as flexible and it's stiffer. So when you go to glue it, it's harder to glue because it's so much stiffer. So that's why I like the 5 millimeter. It works for what I want to do, and it glues fairly easy. So what we want to do is we want to get out a full sheet, which this is my last full. Oh wait, no, there isn't. I have 2 full sheets. Woohoo! When I went to buy plastic the last time, I couldn't buy 5 mil. That's why I got the 7.5, was because the Hobby Town I bought it at didn't have any. So, but these sheets are. It should have the measurement on here. Oh, actually, it doesn't have. Oh, yeah, it is. It's 6 by 12, so it's 12 inches long, 6 inches wide. The 5 mil, there's 3 sheets in a bag. The 7.5, there's only 2 sheets in a bag. That's another reason why I go with 5, is because you get one more sheet, so you don't have that much to deal with. As you can see, this stuff's $5 a pop, so it's not cheap. And this, as you can see, it's actually gone up, because when I bought this one, it was $4.19. When I bought this one, it was $4.49. So price of plastic. So I'm gonna go get the wall off of there, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to have to make some repairs to the racetrack, so we'll get to that later. But we got it off. I'm going to glue. Got my tiny piece of plastic. As you guys can see, I got a whole little stash over here. It's got some other little parts and pieces in here, and all of my scrap pieces. Never throw away anything, because you never know when you're gonna need it. So we're gonna glue this together. It's still gonna take 2 pieces to finish this, but it'll be a whole lot better put together than what it was. So we're gonna glue. Get a couple of strips here together, and we're going to glue this together real quick so we don't just use model glue for this, because it'll set faster. So you can use model glue on this, but you also want to buy some of this stuff here. That's the Plastistruck brand. You can also get it from Testors. The liquid cement. It works really, really well. But this is just temporary, so we don't really need a good fix. We just need this to stick together long enough. We're going to make this wall slightly bigger, slightly taller than what it was. So we've got some pieces that go behind the board that's there. So what we're working on now, this is going to be the backbone of what we use Well, that's good. So now that can go bye-bye. We'll take this other piece. So this comes here. So we're going to want to move this up. And this should fit fairly well, right like so. Might have to, where'd the scissors go? There they are. Taking a little off on my line right here. There, that's better. Okay, now flip it over. We'll cut a piece from what we have here to connect it. Okay, we'll let that sit for a minute. So, basically what I'm thinking about doing is taking this .060 by 0.188 strip styrene and go across the bottom. I was totally going across the top, but the top slopes, so we're not going to be able to use it there. But go across the bottom here. And this stuff will flex this way as well. As you can see, you can flex it up and down a little bit. So you can glue it and go along and flex it to the piece that you need. Putting this across the bottom. And then probably use in the wall stone, the dressing stone, which, where's my open one? This is actually different. This is random, and this is dressing stone, which the dressing stone looks really cool. Taking this and going across above this, but we may use that elsewhere because it's going to throw off the look. So we're probably going to use this, which is the random, what do they call this? The random stone, and going above this, like this, and then possibly dividing these up into sections. Haven't really thought about this, so I thought I would do the thinking about it on camera. Do it like that, and then take and every so often block, put these, like these will be, I won't put it over the top of this, I'll just cut these randomly and we'll just insert panels into it like so, showing that it's got a little more support. And then we're probably going to be putting some square pieces behind this that'll rest on the track. And we'll get that down. Let's see, how long is this wall here? Get the measuring stick out here. So it's at least over 18 inches. So probably about 18 and a half. So if we go 2.5, every 2.5 inches. Make these go every, nah, it's probably not going to look right. Probably going to have to be more than 2.5 inches. Somebody stole my eraser. There we go. We'll have to use this. So about 3. How does 3 look? 3, 6, 9. And there goes my phone. So that looks pretty good. So we'll go 3 inches. So we'll have these every 3 inches. And then we'll insert these panels in between them. So that would be 9, 12, 15. That actually puts the last one. That's probably pretty close because part of that's going to be underneath the track anyways. So get these a little bit bigger. Okay, now since this is dry, and once we get this covered up, you're not going to see this seam here anyways, because as you can see, it's right in the middle, so there will be a panel covering that section piece there. So you won't see that. And then we're going to do the other side that sticks up above the track as well. I might have to shape this a little bit. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a dip, and then it kind of goes up again. So we're going to have to do some shaping of the wall a little bit. I'm going to take this over to the track. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do here. If I can get the camera. Oh, there we go. That's not bad. So we're going to take this, try and put it right here. Try and get an idea where about where track height will be. on here, so we know what part of the wall will be sticking up above the racetrack. Oop, setting my camera on my stuff up here. Oh yeah, we're down here, huh? I'm okay, really, I'm fine. So, this is what will be sticking up above the racetrack. Roughly. So from here up, we'll have to do something, because it'll be on the racetrack. So we'll want to probably put this stone on this side as well, or maybe we'll put a different kind of stone on there, just to kind of dress it up a little bit, and then we'll go from there. So let's we're at 15. Let's call it good for now. And that's roughly what we're going to be laying out. So we're going to take the styrene strip and go across the bottom here. And then we'll put them here, in there, and then we'll make the panels, and we'll put the panels in. And then on the other side, we'll put in some supports to make it a little stronger on the back side. The track will rest on top of these, which are what they call 1/4 inch square tubing. So the track will sit on top of that. It'll actually give it some stability as well. I've got some track cleaning up to do on the side where the other piece was glued to. Kind of clean that up a little bit and do some other things there. So when we come back next time, we'll continue to work on the wall. I'll have some stuff already pre-cut, already pre-measured, pre-cut, and ready to go on. And I'll probably already have glued the strip across the bottom just so it's there, so I can pre-cut the vertical strips, so I can have those all ready for you guys when we do the next episode. And I'll have the panels pre-cut, and we'll continue from there. And I'll have the track all cleaned up and everything else too. So that's what we're gonna do so far. We're not gonna get too in depth. I just want to show you guys what we're doing, get some pieces cut, and a relative base for what we're gonna build onto done. And we'll come back in the next main episode, and we'll continue to work on this. This is probably going to take a couple of episodes to get done. So we'll come back next time, and we'll work on this a little more. Next week will be a bi-weekly featured car, and it'll be Elijah's. So I'll have him pick something for you guys. And we'll do some research on eBay and see if we can find one for you and how much they're going for. So watch out for that next week. And I'm still working on some plans for some new episodes for you guys. I want to get some stuff caught up and get some stuff done and some other things. So I'm still working on a lot of that stuff. And I just want to thank everybody for watching, all the subscribers, everybody who's commenting and everything. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. I truly love the support. I'm truly here for the hobby. I'm not here to promote something. I'm not here to sell you guys anything. I'm here for the hobby. And just keep up with the ideas and stuff, and we'll keep on trucking. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'll have a subscribe button up here in the right-hand corner of the screen for you guys. I'll try and put one of my old episodes of work that we've already done on the track on this side, if it'll give me one. If not, then I'll put up some episode for you guys to check out. So hopefully one you haven't seen. And we'll go from there. So I hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you next weekend with the bi-weekly featured car. And I love you guys. Keep the wheels on the downside. Keep racing slot cars this summer. Keep having fun. And we will catch you guys next week. Bye.